facing more questions today about her recent decision not to file charges against that security guard who shot and killed the shoplifting suspect at a Walgreens downtown. Some city supervisors are now calling on the DA to take a second look at the case. Our crime reporter Henry Lee is live now with the latest. Henry.
Heather, the DA says this was a case of self-defense, but some San Francisco supervisors, including board president RAINN Hotline, say they want the prosecutor to reconsider her decision not to charge this guard.
Hey there, besties. So let's go ahead and take our back to California. This is San Francisco. If you didn't hear about this, there was a SHOOTing at Walgreens with someone who was stealing out of Walgreens. And then as the security guard who was already there to protect Walgreens tried to do whatever to keep the person from stealing, whether they was getting them to try not to leave, whatever that is, right? That person allegedly tried to do something to the security guard. Security guard did what they had to do. Unfortunately, it ended in the deceasement of said person. So here come the social justice warriors. Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Where they at every weekend? Where they at every Monday after the weekend has passed so you could just do them all at one time? Half damn crazy.
You do not have the right to execute someone for shoplifting.
San Francisco Supervisor Shaman Walton and Aaron Peskin are upset over San Francisco DA Brooke Jenkins' decision not to charge a private security guard with murder for fatally shooting Banco Brown at a Walgreens.
At a minimum, this appears to be a manslaughter case to this non-attorney.
Peskin says he plans to formally draft a resolution asking Jenkins to reconsider.
I am deeply concerned, based on my conversations with law enforcement, by the district attorney's decision not to charge at least manslaughter.
Jenkins told me video evidence and statements made by the guard and witnesses indicate the guard acted in self-defense after Brown threatened him at the store at 4th and Market.
And, child, I don't get it. I was always told when I was a child, you got to be careful who you hang out with and you got to be thoughtful of what it is that you do. You don't steal, you don't fight, you don't hurt, thou shalt. 10 commandments, basically, okay? So if you're an adult and you going into some place and you know daggone well you shouldn't have it, and you know you going to take it, so you take it. Because you know out there in Cali and a couple other places, under a certain amount, they supposed to just let them take it, okay? But I guess since they had a security guard, that's what they paying them for, right? We want you to make sure nobody steals. The thiever, the thefter, whatever you want, the criminal, whatever the word is, right? Wants to fight back, whatever that means, to fight back to make sure they can continue to steal. What happened to if you are a part of some sort of criminal activity, you're included, you get the charges or whatever. It's like, if you weren't stealing, odds are you'd still be alive. Is that crazy to think about? Lord, forgive me if I'm wrong. But if you were home, if you were at McDonald's eating, if you were at work, if you were in front of the TV just watching it, if you were doing a YouTube video for your business, if you were with your kids, the odds are you would still be alive today. Am I wrong for looking at it that way? It's like people just want to ignore what these criminals are doing. Like we're just supposed to go along with it. We're supposed to ignore it. It's not a big deal. Don't hurt them. They mentally, whatever, unhealthy. They got this problem. They got that problem. They don't have no money. They ain't got no job. This or that. This or that. It's always an excuse. It's always a reason. And while said person is doing wrong, mind you, doing something they had no business doing, taking something that did not belong to them, for whatever the reason, it is wrong. And then someone finally says, child, what you not gonna do? Then with someone saying what you not gonna do, you still gonna forcibly tell them, yes, I am. This is my reenactment, right? And then you fighting to make sure you can continue to steal, take, whatever it is that they be doing. And then the hired security guard who's supposed to secure the daggone business does his job, and still people want to hold that person accountable because the person is deceased. So because that person is now deceased, now it's that person's problem, which is in essence telling the rest of us, if you defend your own home, watch out, shout out to Mr. Lewis, because you can go to jail too. Because what you're supposed to do is let these criminals do whatever the hell it is that they want. Listen, y'all, I don't give up. If they stealing a daggone Hubba Bubba pack of gum, if the security guard's job is to say, yeah, nah, you ain't supposed to do that, and you resist him, obviously the person was authorized to have a GUN. Look at what we're saying right now in this world. Let me rephrase, in this United States of America. The criminals have won. It's over. They can do what they want. They can be outside of your home taking your car, and if you do something to protect yourself, you may end up in jail. We have no recourse whatsoever. It's not the point on what the price level is on what the person was taking. The bottom line is while people are out here allowing these criminals to do what they want, they're getting more brazen by the day, which puts the rest of us in danger. And for some damn reason, no one seems to hear that, recognize it, see it, or whatever. And though here we come with the Black Lives Matter now. Defund the police. Even though this ain't got nothing to do with the police, white supremacy, discrimination, and racism. Because the person is black. Now that's where we going. Looking half damn crazy. And at the end of the day, in my opinion, if a race war gets started, it's because of black people. You can't go around here doing any old thing and then everybody's supposed to fight for you to continue to do bad and do wrong. Now it's being stretched into the white people's neighborhoods. You think they're going to continue to just let this be? Like that man on the subway. Of course they let that man go. I ain't seen nothing about it, y'all. I'm going to be honest. I ain't seen nothing about it, and I know I'm way off subject right now. But if the person had a rap sheet as long as tall as he is, and you just let him go, let him go, let him go, let him go, let him go. He clearly was a career criminal. Why are these people out? I don't give a damn about overcrowded prisons. I give a damn about safety. I give a damn about the fact that I'm doing it right. So why am I being punished? Because I do it the right way. I follow the freaking law. I make my own money, and I'm not asking anybody, and I'm not taking anything from anybody. It's like we're the weird ones now in this topsy-turvy Twilight Zone going on.
You never want to have to tell a family that is wanting justice that, you know, the outcome of the case isn't going to go in the direction that they hoped.
In a case like this, where was the family to help this person? Where was the family to give this person what it is that they need? Be it shaving cream, I don't know, shampoo, a hot dog, a place to live. I don't know what the person was stealing. Where was the family before the tragedy happened to help this person? Where was the family before any of these incidences happened where they turn around talking about, oh, we had mental health issues? Well, where the hell were you when he needed help? Somehow, some way that becomes our responsibility? I'm tired of this bullshit.
A life was taken.
Girl, go sit down. Girl, go sit down, Ronald McDonald, okay? No, it is a life was taken. You don't even know what you're talking about. Sounding half damn illiterate. Child, Ronald McDonald need to sit down.
Walgreens. Supporters of Brown packed Tuesday's Board of Supervisors meeting to criticize the DA.
Because the fact that DA does not want to press charges for what happened to a young black trans youth is totally unfair.
Oh, because it's a young black trans youth. The young black trans youth. What about what the young black trans youth was doing? What about the wrongedness of the black trans youth? Stop trying to play on people's, we ain't supposed to say nothing because they black and they trans. Fuck that. They're doing wrong. They're stealing. They're taking things that don't belong to them. Stop making excuses for this shit. If you didn't put yourself, listen, y'all, it's not like the police were chasing a car. The car slammed into someone who had nothing to do with nothing, right? And they innocently it's not their fault that they were dead, right? It's not their fault, right? Okay, you get it? It might not be the best analogy, but the point is that they weren't doing anything but living their life. Got slammed into, now they deceased. Obviously, we know that person is going to be charged in that case. But I'm just saying that they weren't doing anything wrong. Those people died because of someone else. This person died because they were doing something they weren't supposed to be doing, and we are ignoring that. Let me rephrase. They are ignoring this. Shout out to the DA for making this daggone decision. And that DA looked like she black. It don't matter that this person is black and trans. What matters is they were breaking the law. And the person paid to protect the store was protecting the store as they are paid to do. When someone says stop and drop it or leave it, why didn't the black trans person just drop it and run? Nope, you're not gonna tell me. That's what I'm hearing. I'm wrong, but you're not gonna tell me. I don't give a damn if you black and trans. You're stealing.
That armed guard was scared for his life when he had the weapon, when he took a life.
Bigums, if you don't shut the hell up, that was his job. And then as soon as he don't do his job, he gonna lose his job. And then he gonna be in dire straits. See, y'all, these people don't think. They're crazy and they don't give a damn about none of us. You heard? They want us all to come down to their punk ass levels. People out here are mad that other people are doing better than them and they blaming everyone else instead of saying, you know what? I'm sorry this happened. I understand he shouldn't have been doing what he was doing and maybe it's a bit more force. But at the end of the day, we need to stop putting ourselves in these situations where we're doing illegal activities, because you do illegal activities. You should be responsible for any and everything that comes thereafter in the commission of said illegal felony or illegal whatever it is that you be doing. I don't care if it's Walgreens. I don't care if it's Rita's. I don't care if it's a daggone Chinese store in a daggone plaza where ain't nobody else there. If you didn't pay for it, you didn't negotiate it, you didn't bargain for it somehow, some way, and you think you should just be able to take something from a hardworking person, someone that's put in the work, somebody that's wouldn't use their own money in order to obtain it, just because you're black, just because you're trans, just because you're homeless, just because you're you? No. No, Biggie, I don't care how loud you are. I'm louder. No.
He took a life.
Why are we politicizing this?
Exactly.
Made a decision. Legislators should stay out of it.
KTVU legal analyst Michael Cardoza says under the law, manslaughter is not a viable alternative to murder.
Now listen, before they even finish that, let me dial that back a little bit. I don't know nothing about the law when it comes to any slaughter, okay? None of it, and which charges and all that type stuff. And let me just say, I'm going to go ahead and assume, I'm going to be elitist right now, that if I don't know, Ronald McDonald and Biggie don't know either. So they over there just being loud for nothing while they tooking stuff instead of looking into something to see what a TI is. I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and go with whatever the hell it is that they say, and that the person with the jurisprudence, child, whatever they got to be the D-damn-A, that they know what the F it is that they talking about. And people out here doing all this stupid social justice, they're watering that down just as bad as they watering down racism. Everything can't be on the side of the damn criminal. If you wasn't doing it to begin with, you would be alive today.
Under the law, manslaughter is not a viable alternative to murder if the DA says the guard shot Brown to protect himself.
Self-defense is self-defense. In this case, the politician seems to be getting involved to garner votes, to assuage their constituents.
Come on, assuage.
Now, the SFPD and the DA are not releasing video footage of the shooting. Assuming the DA's decision sticks, Banco Brown's death will be listed as a justifiable homicide. Live in the newsroom.
And maybe it needs to be that way. And maybe it needs to be that way.
Now to that deadly shooting of a suspected shoplifter at a Walgreens in San Francisco. The district attorney today going into more detail about the decision not to charge the store security guard who fired a single shot. KTV's Henry Lee learned of these developments last night. And
the security guard, I'm not saying good, bad, or indifferent, only shot one damn time. They don't even take a look at this difference. When the police do it, it's always like 15, 25, 80 times. I'm being facetious, but I'm just saying it's all these shots. This person did one damn shot and y'all still not happy? It ain't even like it sounds like it's personal. It ain't even like he ain't had nothing else better to do that day. One shot to get the F out of my face.
Joins us now live. Henry, what evidence did DA Jenkins say led her to this conclusion?
Heather, the DA tells me based on statements by the guard and witnesses, as well as video footage, she doesn't believe she can prove to a jury that the guard had committed a crime. Instead, she says the guard acted in self-defense to protect himself from a robbery suspect.
So in other words, all Ronald McDonald and Biggie was just over here talking sugar honey iced tea, and they don't know nothing about nothing. They wasn't even there. They ain't even listened this far. They ain't even seen no evidence. They ain't even seen no tape. It's just the fact that their person died, so now I had to be wrong. They ain't trying to listen to nothing. Like, child,
The private security guard who shot and killed 24-year-old Banco Brown at a Walgreens in downtown San Francisco freed from jail after prosecutors declined to file murder charges.
Ultimately, the security guard fired his firearm, and what he articulated was based on reasons of self-defense.
San Francisco DA Brooke Jenkins says Brown's killing was a tragedy, but she said video evidence and witness statements indicate it was Brown who threatened the guard, 33-year-old Michael Earl Wayne.
So in other words, Biggie and Ronald McDonald know everything, even though the actual people who were there said what it was. But we shouldn't believe them, right? We shouldn't believe what they said. Child.
Anthony.
There was physical violence that was used in order to proceed with taking the property, as well as threats of extreme violence.
The DA said pursuing murder charges against the guard would be unethical and create false hope for a successful prosecution.
In this situation, we had a shoplifting incident that really escalated into an altercation that under the law qualifies as a robbery.
So first of all, we want to see the tapes. We want to see the proof.
Julia Arroyo is with the Young Women's Freedom Center, where Brown was a community organizer.
The tape needs to be seen. I agree. I ain't got no problem with any video evidence to be seen. It should be transparent.
Even if somebody felt like their life was in danger, why in the chest? Why? Why would it?
Oh, Lord, child. So then if it was in your pinky toe, it would be a problem. If it was in the arm, it would be a problem. No matter what it was that anybody does on the Monday morning quarterbacking, it's always why? You know, you could become a security guard, then you can go protect the Walgreens, and then if something should happen, then you can make the determination then. This is always the thing also with the police. Once I heard Nathan Daly, shout out to Nathan Daly, explain the fact that when you're in the heat of the daggone moment as a policeman, it could be dark, you don't know what's on the other side of the door, whatever. You're going to go ahead and you're going to hit where it is that you know you can hit. And as a person who goes and shoots at the range, you certainly aren't on the range aiming for nobody's toe, nobody's arm, nobody's leg. That is not how you are trained.
Be in somewhere that it would be so lethal.
The security guard in this case thought his life was in danger, and he took what he thought was appropriate action.
Yeah, it's always justice for the criminals. It's always now justice for the damn criminals. No, thank you to the daggone man I mean, I'm not saying that the people in the store didn't say thank you, but I'm just saying there's never any positivity for the person that took down the threat, the person that protected everyone else. Let's not act like people ain't around here taking people out just because they woke up on the wrong side of the damn bed. But now we're supposed to discern all that from the gate, right? Look at what just happened in Atlanta. Look at what just happened wherever the other crazy person was, New York, I believe. But we just supposed to discern all that during the moment, at the moment that it is happening. Man, everybody is out of their damn mind.
ATVU legal analyst Michael Cardoza said businesses like Walgreens hired guards because of rampant theft.
It's a lot more than only a petty theft, because that's one petty theft on top of another, until the businesses leave the area.
Oh no, sir, you mean to tell me that when people steal and take things that don't belong to them, or go into stores and ruin it and take stuff and come back and take more and take more, you mean that they decide to leave the community, or they start losing money and then they be leaving the community? I know you effing lying, sir.
At least 5 Walgreens stores in San Francisco have closed in part because of theft. Now reached out once again to the guard security company today, but they're still declining to comment. Live at the...
Ain't nothing to say. Shout out to these people for saying that part as well, because y'all already know, soon as the daggone stores leave, white supremacy, discrimination, and racism. You cannot make this ish up. I don't know what happened with people's brains and their intelligence, but that seems to be a thing of the daggone past. Good luck to all of you young people living in this world with these crazy ass people. That's it. That's all. If you made it this far, I do appreciate you. Please consider subscribing. I will see you all in the next one.